What's good? This is Trey, and in this video, I'm gonna share with you how I got my first kiss. All right, and I think this is an interesting story to share because, maybe you haven't had your first kiss, or maybe, um, you're kind of just you feel like you're underachieving with women or whatever, or maybe you're just not feeling confident or whatever. So I want to share this story to show you that, no matter how things start off or how, you may feel, you might feel like, things aren't going your way, you can make a change. You can do something about your situation, because my first kiss was not something that happened naturally in high school or naturally in middle school. My first kiss happened when I was 23, right? When I was 23 years old. Yes, I do remember like faintly in elementary school, a little girlfriend here or whatever. Like, I'm not talking about that, or middle school, whatever. I'm not talking about like the little like kiss on the cheek or whatever. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your first like actual passionate kiss with me and another woman, like that, when that happened, right? So that happened when I was 23 years old, and I'll tell you a story. So basically, I'm just gonna fast forward. So elementary school, I remember, just doing little shit because you're a little kid, you don't know what the hell's going on. I probably kissed a girl here and there, but that, like, you know what I mean? You don't even know the meaning of a kiss back then, so I'm not counting that, obviously. Middle school, no game in middle school, so none of that was going on. No kissing in middle school. High school, I think the most I got was hugs and kisses on the cheek and shit like that, but no kiss in there. Now, one thing I will say, right? I grew up religious, right? So, um, point I'm trying to make with this is I was very inhibited. I think is the right word. So basically, I would not. I was sort of one of those guys that was waiting for marriage, right? I didn't tell that to people because, they probably try to clown me or whatever, but I believed in my religion and I wanted to wait until marriage before I even had sex. And so what that did for me, not that I couldn't get my first kiss in high school, middle school, but I wouldn't take any initiative on that type of stuff, right? Like if a girl showed interest, I wouldn't move towards it, whatever. And that was part of the reason. I was afraid, what if, we get to the point where now, you know, something sexual might happen. What am I gonna do? So I would just try to avoid any situation like that at all costs. I try to act cool, like I just didn't care about the girl or whatever. But the reality was I was scared, right? So no kissing in middle school, no kissing in high school. Once I left high school, that was when I, started to realize like, yo, I need to like get some girls. You know what I mean? I need to work on my game. I need to develop some confidence in this area because it's, I used to see my friends having certain results with girls and stuff, and even though I was religious or whatever, I still wanted to have some type of results, as far as like at least get a kiss or something. You know what I mean? So got out of high school. I think that's when I was looking at like information online on how to get a girlfriend and how to pick up women, all that stuff in high school, but I never really started applying it until I got out of high school, which was college. And I would actually go, I remember I used to like watch the videos on YouTube. One of the popular guys was Vitaly. I used to watch his pickup videos. I used to go and try it. And I used to get numbers and shit, but nothing really happened or went anywhere with those. I kept doing little shit here and there, putting myself out there, approaching girls, getting rejected, getting some numbers. I used to always make it a joke though. That was the main thing. I was never really being genuine with it. I always made it a joke. Like my friends were around, I try to make them laugh and shit, but I wasn't really ready, mentally and emotionally to have like a romantic relationship with a girl, at least not in the way that I wanted it, right? Because I didn't want a girl like pitying me, or like I want it to be where, okay, I'm the man in the relationship, you're the woman, and I'm leading, right? I wanted it to be that way, but I wasn't ready for that, so it just wouldn't happen. But I kept applying myself. I was studying, different shit, how to pick up women, how to talk to girls, whatever. I would go out, I would try it out. Um, I'd have my days where I'd be stuck in my head. I couldn't talk to any girls, and I have some other days where I do a little better, whatever. But I came out of high school 18. I was 18 years old when I graduated high school. And I didn't get my first kiss until 23. So that's that 19, 20, 21, 22. That's 5 years of me you know, just doing different shit, but not getting a kiss. You feel me? So yeah, I think I went on a few dates and shit. None of them led to a kiss. And I realized looking back, it was me that was stopping that from happening. I had to work on myself. I had to get my belief system straight, right? I didn't know what I believed. I believed I was religious, but I wasn't sure if I was really religious, or I had some issues with it. I was confused. I had to work on myself throughout those years. I actually got to a point where I left my religion and I just became a spiritual being, right? So at this current moment, I don't have any religion. I'm just a spiritual being. I study philosophy. I have some practices like, stoicism and stuff like that. But as far as like, I am this religion, no. But that was like a big thing for me. Those years from 18 to 23, a lot of that was just me. I was talking to women and stuff, but really what was happening was this character development. I was developing my confidence, getting more comfortable talking to women, right? I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was just doing shit. But now looking back, I can see that's what I was doing. I was developing my character. I was building my confidence. I was getting different references. Now I can speak about my experiences because I went through that. So yeah, I went to college. So in college, I would approach girls in college, not girls in my class. I didn't want shit to be awkward. I just approached like random girls on the campus. I would approach girls at the mall. Then once I really came to the decision that I was done with the whole religion thing, that's when I started hitting clubs and bars. And then I remember one night, it's one of the first nights I started going out. I went downtown downtown Orlando, and we went to a bar, me and my friends, and we were having a good time, whatever. And that we just had a really good night. We talked to a lot of people. We were expressing ourselves. We were having fun, laughing. And I remember I met a girl that night. She was walking downtown or whatever, and I went up to her, and I'm Jamaican, so I was speaking in the Jamaican language. Like, I was just having fun, speaking in the Jamaican language, like, wagwan girl, shit like that. Just expressing myself, but obviously not caring. You go up to a girl and you're speaking Jamaican language, you just don't care at that point, right? But what's funny is I guess she maybe had some Jamaican boyfriends or something in the past, so she started talking back to me, and then we just had like a little short dialogue. And then I walked away, but then one of my boys was like, yo, bro, go and get her number or whatever. And I was like, shit, man, should I get her number? I was like, man, you know what, I'm gonna get her number, right? And I was able to do it because all those other times, of approaching girls and stuff, I had the confidence that I knew how to go and get a number. So I went and got it. She's like, yeah, take my number, whatever. I was teasing her like, yo, man, I know you're not ready for me. You're not ready for me. Saying shit like that. And she was, getting turned on because it's like, whoa, who is this guy? So then I got her number, asked her on a date. We went on a date and went to, where the hell did we go? We went to, at the time, I think it was called Downtown Disney. Went to Downtown Disney, had a great time. We went to some bar, had a great time. And, at the end of the night, I ended up, I actually remember how it went down. So we're walking to her car. I was like, yeah, I'll walk you to your car or whatever. Walking her to her car. We're flirting a little bit, touching each other, whatever. And then I think I actually said, this I would not advise you to do, but the vibe was there. That's why A lot of my videos, I'll say you got to get good at feeling out the vibe, because you can get away with certain things depending on the vibe. I think I actually said, "Can I kiss you?" I think I said that. Can't remember clearly, but I think I said that. And then when I said that, she was like, "Yeah." And then I kissed her. And I remember when I kissed her, because I was 23, she was in her 30s. Okay, I guess that's a big thing to point out. She's in her 30s, so she was experiencing shit. She thought it was cute when I said, "Can I kiss you?" or whatever. So I kissed her, and yeah, I remember her saying, "Oh wow, you really like kissing, huh?" And I guess it was because since it was my first kiss, I probably like put a lot of passion into it or some shit. I don't, it's hard to remember, but yeah, that was my first kiss, right? And that was a memory I'm always gonna have, because all the shit I had to do up until that. Like, there was a lot of things I did right on that date. I was comfortable around her. Why was I comfortable? Because of all those other women that I've approached leading up to that. I went on dates with other women before her. I was leading because I know women like to be led. Even though she was older than me, I didn't let that faze me. I was leading her throughout the dates. We were having a good time. I was being genuine. I wasn't trying to be something I'm not. We were able to express ourselves freely. Like, I was being free and allowed her to be free. Wasn't judging her like, "Oh, she's older than me." I wasn't saying, "Oh, bringing any resistance to that." I just was like, you know what? She's a woman, I'm a man. We can have a good time here. It doesn't matter the age, right? And it just was a good vibe all the way out. So it kind of just made sense that it ended with a kiss, right? And it ended at the kiss happened at the end of the night. Probably could have happened earlier or mid through, but didn't have the confidence I have now. I just was proud of myself for doing it at the end, because it could have ended and I could have just been, "Oh, have a good night." But I went for it, because I remember on past dates before her, I would have good nights with these girls, these women, and then at the end of the night, I would somehow pussy out of going for the kiss or asking for the kiss or whatever. So with her, I made sure not to make that mistake again. So that was how I got my first kiss. And like I said, it didn't happen until I was 23. So don't think, maybe it hasn't happened for you, or maybe it has happened for you, but you still feel like you're underachieving with women. Don't think that you can't get to a level where, you're doing well. Because like where I'm at right now is like a completely different reality from that. Like, to me now, of course, I'm on a date, like the kiss is gonna happen, right? It's not even, to me, kissing is kind of like, it's just an energy exchange, right? It's not even that big of a deal to me now. It's more of a big deal, like, let's say I'm intimate with someone for a long time, it becomes more of a big deal at that point. But like just on a date, it's whatever, And then obviously there was a point where I was going to the clubs a lot. If you really get into the club life, you'll be, kissing will become something, it will become like breathing air at some point, to be honest with you. But I went through that phase or whatever. Now, I may even go on a date and not kiss the girl because I just don't want to. You feel me? Because it's not that big of a deal. So you can get to a level where, the things that may have been a difficult thing for you are now no big deal. You can't get to that level. You just got to keep applying yourself, stuff I'm saying in these videos, like, go and apply them, because I'm telling you, the shit works, right? If you do it consistently, you go out and apply yourself consistently, you will start attracting and manifesting whatever goals you have. So you got to know what your goals are, and then you got to go and execute on those goals, but stay consistent, right? Don't get rejected one day and stop for a whole month, or, just stay consistent, right? And you'll see results. All right. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Peace.